is JD and I am here with Joystock. In 2007, designers Brian Chesky and Gebbia could not afford the rent on their San Francisco apartment. To make ends meet, they decided to turn their loft into a lodging space. But, as Gebbia explains, we did not want to post on Craigslist because we felt it was too impersonal. Our entrepreneur instinct said, build your own site. So we did. In February 2008, Nathan Blecharczyk, Chesky's former roommate, joined as the chief technology officer and the third co-founder of the new venture, which they named AirBNB and Breakfast. The site airbnbbreakfast.com was officially launched on August 11, 2008. The founders had their first customers in town in the summer of 2008 during the Industrial Design Conference held by Industrial Designers Society of America, where travelers had a hard time finding lodging in the city. In March 2009, the name of the company was shortened to airbnb.com, and the site's content had expanded from airbeds and shared spaces to a variety of properties including entire homes and apartments, private rooms and other properties. Before I continue, as usual, I request you to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell icon to keep in touch and keep a tab on my future episodes. Please also like or dislike and put in your valuable comments. Do share my content if you like them. Now, Gebbia and Brian Chesky dreamed up the idea of a website that would allow people to rent out a spare room for the odd night or two after they charge 3 guests $80 each to sleep on airbeds in their San Francisco apartment when every hotel room in the city was taken. 11 years on, AirBNB site lists more than 6 million rooms, flats and houses in more than 81,000 cities across the globe. On an average, 2 million people rest their heads in an AirBNB property each night. London, Paris and New York have the biggest number of listings, but AirBNB accommodation is available in Mandalay, Ulaanbaatar and Brazzaville. AirBNB hosts list different kinds of properties, single rooms, a suite of rooms, apartments, moored yachts, houseboats, entire houses, even a castle on the AirBNB website. The charges per night, per week or per month is decided by the host. Hosts do not have to pay to list their properties. Guests can search the AirBNB database not only by date and location, but by price, type of property and amenities. They can also add keywords such as close to the Louvre to further narrow their search. In recent years, AirBNB has expanded its offerings to include experiences and restaurants. Besides a listing of available accommodations for the dates they plan to travel, people searching by location will see a list of experiences such as classes and sightseeing offered by local AirBNB hosts. As a protection for guests, AirBNB holds the guest's payment for 24 hours after check-in before releasing the funds to the host. On the other hand, AirBNB Host Guarantee Program provides protection for up to $1 million in damages to covered property in the rare event of guest damage in eligible countries. AirBNB's first international office was established in London in October 2011. On May 31, 2011, AirBNB acquired a German competitor, Aqualio, and before the 2012 Summer Olympics, AirBNB acquired London-based rival Crash Padir subsequently adding 6,000 international listings to its existing inventory. This acquisition made AirBNB the largest lodging website in the United Kingdom. Due to the growth of international end users in early 2012, AirBNB opened offices in Paris, Milan, Barcelona, Moscow, Copenhagen, Sao Paulo. These openings were in addition to existing offices in San Francisco, London, Hamburg, and Berlin. In November 2012, AirBNB opened an office in Sydney, its 11th office location, and announced plans to launch the service in Thailand and Indonesia. In December 2012, AirBNB announced its strategy to move more aggressively into the Asian market with the launch of an office in Singapore. In September 2013, the company announced that it would establish its European headquarters in Dublin. By October 2013, AirBNB had served almost 9 million guests since its founding in August 2008. Nearly 250,000 properties were added in 2013. In July 2014, AirBNB revealed design revisions to the site and mobile app and introduced a new logo. The logo, called the bellow, is intended to serve as a symbol of belongings and consists of 4 elements: a head which represents people, a location icon that represents place, a heart to symbolize love, and a letter A to stand for the company's name. AirBNB first became profitable during the second half of 2016. In February 2018, the company announced AirBNB Plus, a collection of homes that have been vetted for quality of service, comfort, and design, as well as beyond by AirBNB, which offers luxury vacation rentals. By October 2019, 2 million people were staying with AirBNB each night. During the COVID-19 pandemic, AirBNB suffered a significant drop in bookings, estimated at between 41% and 96%. On March 30th, CEO and head of community Brian Chesky penned a letter to hosts pledging $250 million for widespread guest cancellation. On May 5, 2020, Brian Chesky sent a memo to all employees announcing the layoff of approximately 1,900 employees, or about 25% of its workforce in the Americas, Europe, and Asia due to the COVID-19 pandemic. On December 10, 2020, the company became a public company via an initial public offering, raising $3.5 billion. The San Francisco-based company reported $10.3 billion in gross bookings in the 3 months ending March 31st. A 52% increase from the year earlier period and well beyond the $7.57 billion analysts had predicted. Revenue rose 5% to $887 million, also beating analysts' projections. That's all for today. Thank you and goodbye for now. See you in my next episode.